Hi, good morning, Scorpio. My name is Amy with Spiritual Advisory, and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This reading will run from July 22nd until the 28th, 2019. So let's see what we've got going on for you, Scorpio. Please be advised that the messages won't apply to everyone. If the message doesn't resonate for you, be sure to check your rising or your moon sign. You may have messages elsewhere, okay? So let's see what we've got going on for Scorpio. Beautiful Scorpio. Okay, 6-card spread, the Star of David. Your deciding moment is the Three of Swords reversed. So it looks like you're trying to get over something that was just a little bit disconcerting, disheartening for you. It probably kind of crushed you a little bit emotionally. Looks like you're finally getting over that, which is good, Scorpio. Scorpios tend to be very strong. Your consequence is the Seven of Swords. Interesting. Are you sneaking away? You're trying to protect yourself, so now you're sneaking out of the situation, sneaking away from the situation. Your will is the Star reversed. Oh no, Scorpio. Oh no. Personal relationships is the Page of Wands. Holy fuck, Scorpio, what's going on? What is going on? Your advice is the Four of Swords. Interesting. And then, your conscience, or what's hidden from you, is the Two of Swords. And then the bottom of the deck, your situation, is the Moon card. It's quite a lovely Moon card. Beautiful. Okay, Scorpio. Let me just fix this for you really quickly. So you just don't have all the information that you need, Scorpio, with the moon. The moon, it controls the tides of the waves and things of that sort, but it also controls our emotion. It's all about intuition. Okay, so make sure that you find ways to ground yourself intuitively to find the answers that you seek. You know, even at night, there's still light because of the moon. And the sun always follows the moon, okay? So things will eventually get better for the situation, okay? Just be careful that your emotions don't cloud your judgment, because that's my topic of this week, obviously, for everyone, not just you. It's come up at least once or twice for every other sign, okay? I like the fact that your deciding moment is the Three of Swords reverse, which means it shows me right now, Scorpio, that you're just deciding to get over it. You don't even care anymore. You're just like, fuck this. I need to remove myself from this situation. I need to make myself feel better any way that I possibly can. And I'm so proud of you, Scorpio. I absolutely love it. Because a lot of people will just sit in the situation and allow it to, you know, reminisce and saute and simmer. But Scorpio's like, fuck that, not me. And I love it. Your consequence is the Seven of Swords, so it looks like you're probably sneaking away from the situation, or you got somebody sneaking away from you, sneaking away from the heartache that they caused you, or you're trying to run away from the heartache. You can place it however you need, okay, Scorpio? I generally don't like the sevens, especially the Seven of Swords. It's pretty, you know, it's an iffy kind of card. But I like the fact that you're leaving the situation. You're probably sneaking off. You just want to protect yourself is kind of really what I'm feeling. I don't feel like this is somebody else. I really feel like it's you. And I feel like you're just trying to protect yourself, and you're going to do whatever you can. You don't have all the information. And because you don't have all the information, I feel like you're just going to remove yourself from the situation until you get clarity, until you get the information that you need, and things of that sort, okay? The Star with your will, though, I'm kind of concerned about it. It looks like you have a very big dream, a very big wish, that you want to come to fruition. But the only thing is, in the reverse, it almost feels depressive, especially with the moon here. Be careful that you don't let your emotions get the best of you, Scorpio. You do not need to do this. The star in reverse tends to be, for me, depression on a major, major, major scale. I mean, this is somebody who is having a hard time coping with the situation. They're triggered, they're bothered, emotionally unavailable. So just be careful about that. You know, things sometimes don't happen the way we want them to happen, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it won't happen. All cards shift. They all turn because our energy will eventually change, okay? So right now it feels like you feel a little bit depressed, maybe a little bit even hopeless in a situation. That's what I just heard. Have faith though, okay? Be that everything will eventually work out. Make sure you find ways to ground yourself and connect intuitively, Scorpio. Okay, this is actually your card right here, the moon, too. I don't think I mentioned that. Personal relationships with the Page of Wands reverse. It looks like you got some information that you're not too happy on getting. It could have to do with a relationship, friends, family. I mean, you name it, it can be it. This is a personal relationships card. But it looks like you got some information that you're not too happy on getting. If this was somebody else, then they probably left the situation, and in turn that gave you the not so great information. But the Page of Wands tends to be, here he is in the traditional sense, he tends to be very spunky. This is absolutely amazing news coming in, but in the reverse it's a little bit sad, it's depressing, especially with the star and the moon here, okay? I like the fact that you're removing yourself from any heartache. It looks like you're trying to find ways to get over it, whatever it may be for you, okay? Your advice is the Four of Swords. If you look at this guy, he's practically in incognito mode. He's not talking to anybody. He's very private, all on his own. I like the mount. I'm looking at the mountains in the back. So maybe you need to put up blocks and protect yourself for just a temporary or a time being. But your advice is to kind of keep quiet about the situation. It's not to go spilling the beans or saying anything. I mean, the Four of Swords, we tend to keep our ideas, our thoughts, our feelings, our actions to ourselves. It's also about just cutting off communication, blocking people, things of that sort. I mean, you could be blocking somebody who you feel maybe hurt you. There's definitely some hurt here. Even though it's in reverse, you're still somewhat feeling it, but you're getting over it. You're finding ways to move past it, which is amazing. Okay, Scorpio? I like the fact that if this is you, then it looks like you're just going to sneak out of the situation any way possible. Not that I condone sneaking out of the situation, but if it's what's in your best interest, then fuck it, so be it, and do it. I mean, people can't control you, you know? The Two of Swords, which are conscience or your will. I like the Two of Swords, especially with the Moon card here. This is definitely a contradictory, because I kind of said maybe you don't have all the information. But with the Two of Swords, you do have the information. I like the fact that she's reversed. You want her reversed, because now she sees the situation and what it is. And I think deep down your conscience sees the situation for what it is. I just think that you're choosing to blind your regular eyes to the situation, okay? Because this is also your conscience. So you're not being caught off guard by anything. You see the situation for what it truly is. If you were stuck in the middle of a situation where you needed to make a choice, you've made that choice. You've decided to get over something, whatever it may be, move past the situation. The only thing I worry is that you have the star. Don't forget this came up reversed. So, you know, I just worry that you may be overindulging too much in your emotions. And like I said, our emotions cloud our judgment. So, you know, take great caution when you do things like that, okay? So I do want to check out a couple of things for you, okay, Scorpio? I'm going to start with the Moon card here. the Seven of Pentacles reversed. It looks like you quit something or somebody quit. You actually have 2 sevens, which show me that this is also a divine timing situation, which means that it was probably meant to happen. Divine timing is things that we cannot control. The universe just has a point where things just kind of happen, and it looks like you decided, you've been putting a lot of energy planting, growing, and things of that sort, but it looks like you got tired of waiting. Things just weren't growing the way you wanted things to grow. Like I said, you're clear on the situation. You see it for what it is, and that could just be where the heartbreak is coming from. Like, you expected this person to do better by you, to show you better, and they just didn't. So you left the situation. You decided, what am I going to sit here and continue watering this tree for if it's not going to grow? The Page of Swords. So you have 2 pages here. The Page of Swords tend to be somebody who's a little bit rough on the edge. They also, they speak very harshly. This person is very blunt and raw. I mean, they're premature in what they say. Usually they say the truth, but they just kind of blurt shit out. Very harsh with communication. So it looks like you've had some tough communications going on with this person. You received some news that you just didn't want to hear. The communication was all fucked up and nasty. I mean, you know, the Page of Swords, they tend to say things that'll hurt people. I mean, air signs in general. That's probably a Gemini. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with another Scorpio. Maybe an earth sign. The King of Cups reverse. Okay. So it looks like you're getting over this male, probably a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces male. They probably have air in their chart some way or another, but the fact that this person is reversed shows me that they don't emotionally connect very well. So this is somebody that is very hard to connect with this person emotionally. They usually put up all type of blocks and things like that. You can never really get to this person. Okay? It's not a bad reading at all, Scorpio. It looks like you're just kind of trying to get over some situation. Maybe you're feeling a little bit depressive, trying to reach this monumental dream that you have. I'm trying to think of the word. Your expectations. That's the word. Your expectations have kind of fell through, and you're just a little bit dissatisfied with the situation now. Everything will eventually shift for you. Energy does shift, okay, Scorpio? I think for now you just need to take some time away for yourself so that you can continue to grow. Water yourself, treat yourself, okay? So that once you finally are able to grow from this situation, you can learn what you need to learn, and it's going to help you proceed forward and move on, okay? From the situation, it doesn't have to be breaking up with this person or whatever, just moving on from the situation that's stunting you at this moment. Okay? So thank you so much, Scorpio, for joining me today. I hope I was able to enlighten your soul. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know how this resonates for you. You can also like, share, and subscribe, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you don't like the video, put a thumbs down. And I will definitely see you guys next week.